that are unfolding in Darfur, and this is a Darfur Television, which is broadcasting live from my headquarters. And the issues that we talked about yesterday were very quite, spoken back there in Darfur, and the situation is still in the same, position that people are still suffering from a lot of problems, and there are, new attacks that are happen today, in this day, April, in the 19th. 2014. So there are a lot of things that are happening. I will start with one of them. So one of the gunmen came to Fashir, and they attack the banker, and they abducted the banker, suffering from the same traumatizing situations. Now there is another issue also as well, and that issue is the criminals that are attacking the refugees in the camps and everywhere around Darfur are still continuing, and the rapid forces are still continuing attacking people in every corner of the country, and no one is absolutely protecting people, neither the UNAMID nor anyone, because the UNAMID is not strong enough. So I want to talk a little bit about the capabilities of UNAMID that it's supposed to have in Darfur, but unfortunately they are not doing anything over there. So the UNAMID came as the peacekeeping forces in Darfur to try to protect the civilians and the people who are living in the camps, not to be attacked by the government or the militias or any group of people who are attacking the citizens of the country. But unfortunately, the people who came for protection or came to protect people, they were not equipped. They were not strongly enough militarily, nor have a fund to operate the full patrol inside Darfur, because they didn't have helicopters to support them. Their helicopters are very few in number. The Darfur is a very big country, because it's the size of France or even bigger. That's only estimation. And the problem is because if the UN forces are not strong enough, they can't control the Janjaweed militias, because they are backed by the government of Sudan. And as we know, the situation is absolutely very intensified, and the UN, it's also, we also, there are a lot of problems in the world that UN is also tackling, but at the same time, I think UN is supposed to readdress its mandate in Darfur and try to operate properly to keep peace, which I think there is no peace, but that's what they came for, to keep peace, or at least to secure people who are daily raped and traumatized by Janjaweed militias. Now, the government of Sudan is absolutely deploying new forces, and these forces are called rapid forces, which is a new term for new Janjaweed that are going to orchestrate atrocities that are being committed also before, and now they're repeating the same atrocities against the people of Darfur. Now, they came up with a different idea when there was kind of like fabricated disagreement between the government and its former ally of Janjaweed leader, Mose Hilal. And now he appointed someone, his name is Amity, I don't know what does that mean, and he came to take over Darfur, attacking people in every corner of Darfur, and they have a very huge plan, and that's bad news for the people of Darfur if this plan is really being implemented. The forces that are called the rapid forces are attacking every person in every corner of Darfur, and they are taking over the line, and forming the local government and local administrative over there, which I think it's a very challenging situation for us as the people of Darfur. And we have to think about how to tackle those people, over there inside Darfur, and also how to kick them out from Darfur. Now, there is another challenge that I want to point out, that the people of Darfur are wasting their time for nothing. First of all, people of Darfur are very, very poor in a lot of cases. In one case, like in an economic term, the government of Sudan has destroyed the economy of Darfur and, overthrown our economic power. And they have taken the economic power, and now the people of Darfur don't have any, economic power. As well as in the educational side, they use their own language and as a language of communication, and try to ignore the local languages, and they call them the vernacular languages, which means exactly that people might not consider those as the languages, because if your language called like this, and also the kids in the schools, they are not studying the same language, and that's another challenge for people of Darfur, because if you at home speak some language, and in a school people teach with different language, it's very difficult for you to, to observe the materials or subjects that are taught by different language. Now, if I ask you a simple question, for example, if I'm teaching someone any subject, a normal subject of school, and the person who I teach him doesn't understand that language, would he observe that subject? I think that's going to be impossible. Why? Because he doesn't know the language. How can he understand the materials or information that are given to him? And this is the situation of Darfur. Now, people don't know Arabic at all. They just go to school and they start teaching in Arabic, and that's absolutely foolish. I think foolish idea, because if you want a real educated person, so you have to teach him in the language that he understands, and you don't have to ignore any language. Every language is supposed to be observed equally as the language, and that is the one thing that people therefore are not able to, to see or tackle their problems. Now, the other, challenge is that the people of Darfur are, somewhere else in the world, and the very, very, very poor people. For example, the Arabs in the 15th century, they came and they just told them to take over the religion, and that was one of the mistakes I think people did, because the Arab didn't bring the religion, but at the same time they brought the policy, and that was a conspiracy against people of Darfur. And that was a plot. I think people of Darfur are supposed to reconsider these issues and not to focus more on religions. I think in the 21st century, it's time for people to think about something different, rather than just spending your time with religion, which is not leading you to anywhere, which is oppositely, it's absolutely leading you to something that has no meaning. And that's absolutely a very important point that I wanted to point. And thank you for watching my show, and I will be live again in the coming hours. Thank you.